Welcome everybody, I'm Dr. Colosimo, and this is a new tradition that we're starting at Juan Diego called Senior Review 2024. And just an informal opportunity to talk to a collection of seniors on their way out, headed toward graduation, to try to get a little bit of an insight from them or even a conversation, perhaps some memories about what being at Juan Diego was all about for them. And I have with me today two members of the senior class, Danielle and JJ, and welcome to Senior Review 2024. So just to begin today, where are we sitting? What is this place?
So we're sitting in the Mother Teresa Prayer Garden, which is right next to the labyrinth, and then behind us is the grotto. And it's just a gathering space that's open. There's chairs and lots of beautiful plants that bloom in the spring. And it's just an easy gathering space that we have a lot of events here. And it's been
a nice day to be here. What is it? It's like about 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, just 2 weeks before graduation, and the weather's finally turned nice. And so JJ, tell us a little bit about yourself. Just where are you from?
So I'm an international student. I'm from Chile in South America. Came here junior year last year, and I've been here at Juan Diego the last 2 years. Came here pretty much to just finish my high school education and to play basketball, because that's my main sport.
And Danielle, tell us a little bit about your background. Like, how long have you been on campus?
Right, so I came in 6th grade, so at the start of middle school, I was at St. John the Baptist. And then before that, I was at Blessed Sacrament Elementary. So I've been in the Catholic school system my whole life, but I've basically grown up for the big memories.
What is it that you and I have in common? Tell us, what is it?
Yeah, so you're actually like my third uncle twice removed. Just kidding. We have the same last name. Confuses everyone, but we're not related, so.
Yeah. We might be related.
Yeah,
we just
somewhere.
Can't tell. Yeah, but probably somewhere back in Italy 100 years ago or something we were related. But well, thanks for both coming to Senior Review 2024. And JJ, I'll start with you. Can you just talk a little bit about maybe a memorable experience that you've had while you've been here at Juan Diego?
So the most memorable experience I've had so far is the Kairos retreat. This is a 4-day retreat that we participate either our junior year or senior year. And I was really lucky to get the opportunity from Miss Moynihan to go. And there's a lot going on that we can't tell, but it just brought us closer as a class. It just gave me the opportunity to make so many
Do they
friends.
let you keep your cell phone during the retreat?
Nope. So it's an unplugged retreat. We just go
Is that
there.
what they say? They say it's unplugged?
Unplugged, yeah. No
so
phones.
Was it kind of
no
hard
computers.
at first to not have your cell phone?
Well, I wouldn't say it was hard. It was I was so excited to not have my phone because I feel like I used it too much. But then you realize when you don't have it that you're addicted to it. Yeah, you're checking your pocket, you're checking every time, what time it is, and you don't know. And it's a good thing.
Yeah. That's not the main purpose of the retreat, but by removing the cell phones, you have an opportunity to grow closer in your relationships with the others that are on the retreat.
Yeah.
Danielle, did you go on a Kairos retreat?
I did. I went last April, so April of my junior year, and it was one of my favorite memories from Juan Diego.
No.
Out of doubt.
So you went early, but that didn't somehow make it not as good as if you had gone your senior year.
Last year was the first year that they started having juniors do it, and I was in the second group. And I remember after the first group came back, it was super weird because we didn't really understand hi, if you will. Everyone came back and was so happy, hugging each other, and it was just this love. It made me so excited to go, and I'm really glad that I did.
But your classmates were like, what happened to Danielle? I mean,
I can only imagine.
Right? So, so the Kai High, explain what that is.
So it's after Kairos, when you come back, it's you just feel so alive. You feel like you've had the most amazing experience, and you just want to tell everyone about it, but it's all hush-hush because you want everyone to experience it for themselves.
To have a genuine experience.
And to not go into it with expectations.
Yeah. But I think in general, what Kairos does, without giving away the secrets of it, is that it's an experience of God. And so that's what happens when you have an authentic experience of God. You really want to share it. You really want to celebrate it. And then the challenge of it, of course, is how do I keep that state of mind once the event wears off? And what lingers, hopefully, is that as you stay connected to God, you can continue to kind of feel the joy of being with God. And that's really the purpose of Kairos. Is there something that kind of you'd like to share with the community, an experience or a memory that you have about your time here at Juan Diego?
My time here has kind of been a roller coaster, if I'm being totally honest. There's been a lot of highs and also had struggles as well, friends to family, the whole thing. But I think that there's been some stability, and the school has given me stability through it. And especially like having access to the chapel, that's been a really big thing for me, because I would sometimes before school I would go in and just be able to take like 10 minutes and just pray and be present with God and reset for the morning. And so that's one of my favorite memories, is going into the chapel before school, and especially before I was driving, so it would be an effort. So it was like I had to tell my mom like, hey, I want to go early. And so it was someone to hold me accountable for it as well. So
what do you think of all the artwork that we have on campus? I mean, the chapel's one of it, but like talk a little bit about that.
So there's lots of statues, paintings, imagery all over campus, and I love it. I think it adds to the atmosphere. It also ties in the Catholic tradition and having these ideologies, and it gives you an easier way to, I think, pray and seeing like a certain statue.
You're kind of surrounded by all this Catholic stuff, aren't you, here? And most people see it as a good thing, but I would imagine that visitors to our school walk in and kind of scratch their head and wonder sometimes, like, what's a chapel doing here? And what's all this artwork? And
I think it's like, until you're really a member of the community, you don't understand it and don't really
talk about Lent. Talk about Lent, like when we take all the purple and
okay, yeah. When there's like purple drapes over all the statues and any crucifixes, things like that, when I first saw that, because that wasn't something that I had seen before until I was on campus, and that really threw me off. I was like, what are these purple cloths doing?
We do it during the season of Lent, like from Ash Wednesday all the way up to Holy Week.
It really threw me off at first, because I was like, why are we covering them up? Like, you should be able to see them. But then the significance of it like made more sense about you're in this time of preparation, and
a lot of people say the same thing. It's like, what, are you ashamed to be Catholic during the middle of Lent? And it's like, no, you need to understand. Or visitors come to the school and now they're really confused, because it's confusing enough to have all these saints, but then when we drape them in purple,
Then it's like, as I move through high school, it's like you see it up and you're like, oh, it's Lent.
You begin to understand it more, JJ, what about you? Is there something that you've been here 2 years, but like, is there something that kind of strikes you?
Well, talking about the same, I love the spirit of like Lent season. It's everything purple, the purple shirts, Ash Wednesday, just bringing the whole school together. It's just beautiful. I think even the middle schooler is there for
we do purple well here at Juan Diego, don't we?
Yeah.
Especially during Lent.
Yeah, it's great.
It's not our school colors, but we make a big deal out of purple.
Point.
Yeah.
The other thing are roses. Like, we're big on roses as well. So that's good. It's good you remember all that stuff. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming today, and we'll get this put together and share it with the community.
Thank you.
Thanks.